playwright. I wanted to thank everyone for being here tonight. I wanted to take the time to remind you that in the back of the program there is some questions that you can answer either and just drop them off by the table over there at the end of the night, or you can send it to the email that's there. This is feedback for our playwrights. I also want to let you know there will be a talk back after the show, so stay around and have some cookies, and hopefully we can get a nice conversation going. I wanted to also take the time to introduce Radha Menon. She is our artistic director, and I will have her come up and talk a little bit more. Thank you very much.
Everyone, thanks for coming today for Beti Theatre's Decolonize Your Ears New Play Festival. This is our second year. Last year we had to be online because of you know what. So I busted out the sari today. What do you think? It's no ordinary garment. This is a handloom sari made by women in what is now called India, after colonization became India. It's dyed with traditional indigo. Maybe I should have worn my blue jeans. Oh no. When you think of blue jeans, what country comes to mind? Texas. Oh, Texas, the country. Yes, Texas. America, North America, but in actual fact, I thought the same thing too, but it's not true at all. And dungarees, you think of dungarees, you think of the States. But it's actually from a small village just outside of what is now Mumbai, a place called Dongri. Weavers from Nîmes in France went there. They saw this fantastic durable weave. They saw this amazing blue dye, and they created denim de Nîmes. But we don't know that. Same thing about paisley. Paisley is an ancient traditional pattern, but it's known as paisley because some dude from England called it his own. So this brings me to the play. Right now in Canada, and you've probably been hearing a lot about it, there's a lot of talk now because finally people are being exposed. There's a lot of people pretending to be native, and they're cashing in on this. Colonizers took land, they took artifacts, they took culture. But is it okay for them to colonize native identity? No, I think not. So I'd like to introduce the director of January Roderick's new play, Bloodsport. This is Carly Billings. If you're not already following us, follow us at Beti Theatre, B-E-T-I. And thank you all for coming and enjoy the show.
Thanks, Radha. It's such a joy to be here today with you to share with you this beautiful piece that January has brought to the world. It has been such a joy for me as an emerging theater artist here with such huge roots here in Hamilton. It's the place that might be able to miss out to the credit. It's also where I grew up, where I've grown, and where I've chosen to make my home as an artist. And so it's very exciting for me personally to be here in this awesome building, this amazing new festival, working alongside so many incredible Indigenous theater makers and artists. And being able to have the opportunity at the stage that I feel I'm at in my career to be directing and reading like this is super cool. So I feel very grateful to be here. And it's such an important piece that we throw on the word important a lot, but I think it's most importantly a lot of fun, which I hope you'll enjoy. And yeah, it deals with the surge of pretendians that lots of all our communities have been dealing with, and all of our communities have been dealing with. And it's a new topic to the masses. It's not so new a topic to us, but we're very excited to share this exciting, energetic piece with you. And without further ado, This is Bloodsport. Act 1. Audio comes up. DJ beats slow, purposeful, but groovy. Lights rise from upstage center. There's a projection screen in place. Audio becomes louder. We see a beautiful natural landscape appear on screen. Drone shots. It's sunrise. The landscape is offered as a still visual for a few beats. The audio slowly changes to include vocables, maybe powwow singers.
4 chorus characters of varying looks, but all native in height and gender, crawl out from under the screen, move down stage center, where they stand in a row side by side in soft lighting. They are each wearing a simple pinafore. On the front, each has a portion of a natural landscape, like the one on the projection, painted on it, so when they stand together, we see the natural horizon. The projection fades, lights go up on the chorus, they stand close together, united, for a few beats. The DJ mix plays on.
The title of the production, Bloodsport, comes up on the screen. The chorus slowly turns around, back to audience, to show they each have half-stylized, half-realistic parts painted on their pinafores. The audio transitions to a mix of hand drum beat and electronic cardiology beeping, as in from a heart monitor. The chorus begins to pulse out of sync, one at a time, staggered to awaken their hearts in time with the audio. The projection changes back to the natural landscape, and the camera drone moves over the land.
We're about to meet the rep, creator, spirit guide, higher consciousness. The chorus moves in unison, upstage center. They form a circle. The rep crawls out from under the screen into the center of the circle, but the audience does not see them yet. Audio becomes dramatic. While still in a circle formation, the chorus and the ref move down stage in a shuffle-like movement. The ref raises one arm above the circle, then the other. The ref has a silver whistle tucked between their lips. He blows it loud once, and the chorus breaks apart when the ref is first seen. The ref is dressed in a white on white with a backpack medicine bundle. The music transitions to a disco dance party beat, and the ref continues to blow that whistle in a dance party gesture. The chorus and the ref begin to boogie, hard on stage, joined by the hype man, who in full muscle regalia dances one full rotation around the ref and chorus before exiting. The chorus dances their way to the 4 directions of the stage, leaving the ref in the center.
The music, the dancing, the projection suddenly stop. Spotlight on the ref, center stage. The ref blows the whistle slow and long. The ref welcomes everyone to Bloodsport and begins to make an obscure land acknowledgement.
All rise for the land acknowledgement. Just kidding. It's easy, this isn't going to take very long. From left to right, looking behind and up front, you as a front. Everything here in this room, gymnasium, whatever you want to call it, is mine. I made it. I own it. I keep control of it. So act accordingly. All of you. Because going against me is going against natural law itself. I am the ref! And this is Bloodsport! The game of true Indigenous identity. And today, 2 randomly selected contestants will find out who can authentically claim to be Native. Let the games begin! Let's see what the players are today, shall we? Todd! Welcome, Todd. Now let's see
grandmother married an Algonquin trapper from the Hudson Bay area who comes from the French Cartier lineage and who I was named after. Theodore Cartier, a famous Indian negotiator, himself not native, but who lived amongst them, and whose name I found in a history book and who I really felt a connection with. And because of my lineage, I got in as a professor in Aboriginal Studies, hoping to make tenure. And I'm writing a book about my heritage, just here to collect some stories, research others. So when I saw Bloodsport was coming to my city and it was Native Week, I got a ticket right away. This is gonna help loads with my research. Yeah, I'm Todd.
Hey, I'm Jill. I'm the youngest of 4 kids, all girls. I'm a film student and a writer. I like making sci-fi stories. I'm in my 3rd year of film school. I grew up feeling like I didn't belong, didn't fit in, not anywhere. And I've been searching, for where I belong and try to understand why I feel so lost. So I came to the show today in hopes to meet others like me. My film teacher said I could really help my work. Maybe we can all make a connection together and help each other out.
Welcome, Todd. Welcome, Jill. Jill, hopefully we can all figure it out together. Let's see what these culturally confused kids are playing for.
The ref blows her whistle again, and all 4 chorus members come running toward the ref. The ref removes their backpack and hands it to the chorus to be placed on a table, placed at center stage. The chorus takes turns unpacking the contents, creating a pile of Indian objects for the contestants to claim. As each item is revealed, a projection of that item is seen on the screen. The ref announces each item as they are revealed.
A status card!
One status card from an undisclosed band. Federally issued, laminated personal ID. Accepted everywhere, except banks and sometimes the hoarder, where it matters the most.
Hey, hand drum!
One dear hard hand drum. Songs not included. You gotta learn them from someone who has claim to those songs. The drum is used widely at protests, sports, games, and ceremonies. But who has the right to those ceremonies? We'll find out in Let's Vote.
Hey, bingo, dabber!
Good. Bingo, dabber. This item is directly related to the first item. If one does not exercise their cultural right to play bingo, the status card gets revoked. Don't let me! I don't make the rules! Oh wait, I make all the rules! I'm the ref! No, that's right.
Hey, fake eagle feather.
Fake eagle feather. Seen adorning the hair of tawny-skinned Italians playing natives in Hollywood westerns for decades. You get a real one, on my say-so. Something else one must earn in a cultural way. Mind your thoughts and no swearing when you're holding a real sacred feather. No jokes there.
Hey, ribbon skirt.
Hey, ribbon skirt! There have been some serious protocols around the wearing of ribbon skirts, none of which I signed off on, so this attractive garment is up for grabs. Got skirt?
A DNA test.
Oh, that's right, a DNA test. The old cheek swab truth. Or is it? You decide. No, they'll decide for you.
A diabetes test kit.
Almost more telling than any DNA result is the diabetes test kit. There is no truer or quicker way to connect yourself back to your Indigenous heritage than through a good old type A diabetes diagnosis. Now I'm sugar intolerant.
A pack of family photos.
This pack of family photos contains priceless baby in the hospital incubator pictures, baby in a bubble bath, and baby in a high chair spaghetti smeared face photos, and the adorable I'm a turtle handmade costume for a Halloween photo. Whose memories are those? We'll soon find out. But I hold here the most valuable of all the items. A pair of hand-stitched moose hide moccasins belonging to the elder of one of our contestants. These priceless mocks have been passed down in their family for 5 generations, but
they rightfully belong to? That's what we're here to find out at Bloodsport! Here we go. First contest question. Answer me this. Last night, I dreamed I was in a canoe on a river going downstream. There were 2 ducks waving at me from the banks of that river. Suddenly, I heard a rushing of a waterfall up ahead. I was terrified, and that's when I woke up. Interpret my dream!
You're dreaming of the seasons of man, and mortality, and the cosmos. Water is life, a hope.
No. Jill?
Well, according to my imagery and symbolism class at film school, I think it means the canoe could be you. The river might represent the trees that travel with us from generation to generation. Are the ducks reflective of the quackery of fake medicine people who come into culture in waves, and the waterfall is the rushing downfall of cultural integrity up ahead?
Very well done. A+ for you, Jill. Go ahead. I claim your culture. Jill has chosen the status card.
Man, I need that. A band card would really shut all those naysayers and haters up. It could really prove I'm native once and for all, and prove I belong to a band.
Can a status card really do all that?
Sure can. You get one of those cards and it's as good as being full-blooded. The real value of that card is it gives you security for life. With that card, no one can ever question my identity again. I just whip it out.
There be no whipping out of anything around here, Todd. It's tucked away. That's the rules.
I didn't see any rules.
Did you see rules? No.
But you're not wrong about the card, Todd. It's got its pros and cons. Now, pocket that thing and let's carry on. Next question. I have a nagging pain behind my eyes. Some may say this is a psychic flu oppressing my abilities to receive visions and transmit healing. What do you recommend as a cure?
You would have to go and fast for 12 days, all alone in the bush, no food, no water, till that pain goes away. You have my thoughts and prayers.
I don't know, aspirin?
Correct, Jill, clean your culture!
Choose the moccasins now?
Not yet. The moccasins can only be given to the person who can irrevocably prove their Indigenous identity. That's how sacred and special they are.
Well, who are you to say? If someone feels their true identity in their bones.
Yeah, and even though I'm a little pale, doesn't mean I can't be as native as the next guy. I feel it in my 2 bones too, you know?
That's called self-identifying. And we don't look kindly on that anymore these days. But I do like your spunk. That challenge of authority is very native. So go ahead, Jill, and claim 2 icons.
What?
Jill approaches the items. She takes the ribbon skirt, thinks for a bit, and guiltily takes the bingo dagger. I think you said it goes with the status part.
Oh, you like attitude? Well, I think this whole game is cock. What kind of crap is this? Interpret my dreams. Psychic flu. There's rules, then there's no rules. This game is friggin' rigged.
Maybe this game is rigged, Todd. maybe I don't know anything. But maybe I know everything. You gotta play the game, Todd, if you want to win the prize. And I know how bad you want the right to say that you're native. And you maybe are, but for now, as you continue to check those boxes with confidence and without validation, you're going to have to keep playing the game if you want to win the prize. Besides, even if you get a whiff of an understanding of how this game is played, the rules will change again, without notice, cause, or reason. Because that's what makes it Bloodsport! So pay attention! Next question! You're applying to grad school, but you also need to apply for a student loan.
What do you do? A. Scrap the idea. B. Write a letter pleading your need because of cultural displacement. C. Get a part-time job pumping gas on the res. Or D. Suck it up. Live an academic life of poverty with an additional 10 years of financial struggle because your degree did not afford you any transferable skills in your children's Anybody?
Pass, too real for me.
I write that letter, yo. Free education. What? I would. At least I'm being honest.
The action is wrong, but the answer is right. Go ahead, claim your culture, Todd.
Yay.
Let's see. What's left for me to claim? I'll take the DNA test. That should set things straight. And I'll even do you one better. I'll take the test right here, right now.
Woo! We have a live one! Let's connect that DNA sample from Todd! Okay, let's see what comes back. What do you want to do? What do we do with you in the meantime, Doc?
Take my word for it.
Sure. There's still some cultural claim on the table. This one is a race for the race. The one who gets to the culture first by answering correctly wins this round. It's a riddle. When I'm cold, I'm flat. When I'm hot, I'm high. I am basic, yet represent the whole world. What am I? Go!
The feather is high, right?
No, Todd, but you might be.
It's the drum. It's the drum.
Yes! Well done, Jill!
Hey, wait. There's something written on the inside of this drum. It says, for my baby Jillian, born June 30th, 1999. That's me. That's my birthday. Is this my drum? Where did you get this?
And now it's time for a word from our sponsors.
Tanzi, I'm Mel.
And I'm Nan.
And together,
We're Mel and Nan's Tanning Studios.
The only tanning studios with specifically crafted cultural tans.
Tanning tones from culturally ambiguous
All the way to cops be on alert.
and everything in between.
Tired of being melanin deficient?
Suffer no more. Brown skin is in.
You know, that's true.
Book yourself in.
To Mel and Nan's Tanning Studios.
Refer a friend and get 10% off your next session.
Because there's safety in numbers when it comes to brown skin.
You know that's true.
No judgments.
And no questions asked.
Everyone, welcome.
Mel and Nan's Tanning Studios. Enjoy the rest of the break.
We see the chorus dressed in one red, one white, one yellow, one black pinafore, sat around a powwow drum, drumming. The audio is a fusion powwow drum, powwow dance beat. The hype man in full powwow fancy dance regalia is dancing his heart out. Todd comes wandering onto the stage. He's wearing a Beti sash around his waist, a big turquoise medallion around his neck and a headband, and a fringed faux leather vest, and big, fluffy, furry buttocks.
What? I heard you guys were drumming during the break.
Dude, you can't just roll up and start taking pictures and recording the songs.
But it's for my Instagram, at I'm an Indian too. I have tens of followers. Here, let me get a selfie.
Okay, no, stop. Ever heard of asking? It's the right thing to do. Don't be such a tourist, man.
Come on, I'm pretty sure that's why you all are wearing those costumes. So good for the gram, am I right?
Ugh. Okay, now I'm only going to say this once. It's not Halloween, and these are not costumes. You say regalia or traditional outfit. Got it?
Yeah, but they're... Where I come from, we say...
No, what did I just say? Besides, let's take a look at your getup. Where did you get all this stuff anyway?
I carry this stuff around in my school bag in case I need to make a speech somewhere. This is my Metis sash.
Oh, yeah, cool. From where?
Duh. From the Metis Nation.
Like, where does your Metis lineage come from?
Oh, where? You mean where? Yeah, I guess the prairies, where all the Metis are.
Well, not all Metis come from the prairies. Some are in the northern Rockies. There's settlements up there. Gosh, at least do some research. Besides, it looks like you're the one wearing a costume.
Todd shrugs his shoulders because he knows better than the actual dancers. They all reset and start again. The drum fires up and the hype man gets back into the groove. While the drummers are doing their thing, Todd pulls up a tiny fold-away chair and drumstick from behind the drum and takes a seat at the drum and begins to start drumming. Once again, everything comes to an abrupt halt.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you think you're doing now, man?
Man, I was just feeling it. The tribal rhythm was really talking to me.
Dude, you can't just sit down at a drum. These drums are families. They've been singing and practicing these songs for years. Heck, most of their songs are passed down from generation to generation. Who's your family? Where are your songs?
Well, I downloaded a song from, YouTube.
Oh, yeah. Which one?
You know, that one? It goes like this. Hey! Boom, boom, boom! Hey! Don't shame me! I'm trying to learn. I'm feeling attacked. Lateral violence!
Okay, here we go. Who's attacking who here, man? Stop trying to insert yourself in places you haven't been invited, or I'll put a curse on you.
Really?
No.
Hype man does a spin in the air close enough to pluck a strand of hair from Todd's head.
But I'll keep this just in case I need it later.
What?
Kidding. But hey, when we tell you something, we're telling you something. You have to listen. Don't talk back. Gosh, you didn't even bring an offering, and you expect me to just teach you how to dance?
Yes. Teach me the sacred dance, please.
The only way to learn how to dance is to dance, you know? Put that paper away. Hit it. Follow me. Okay. Slowly roll with the hips. Looks like you're trying to give directions with your butt. Loosen up the arms, man. We're not angry at the air, Todd. We're trying to move with it. We're almost there.
What do you think? Not bad, right?
Yeah, not bad for a first try. I don't think you'll be snagging up the power anytime soon, though. You're gonna need to practice. Like, a lot of practice.
Can I learn a song now, too?
Greedy Todd wants all the things that he wants to know. Well, that's not up to me. You have to ask the drummers.
Please?
The drummers look to each other, then, considering the request, then one of the drummers holds out their hand to Todd.
What do they want?
What do you think they want?
Cash? I'm a little light this week.
Dude, they want tobacco. Like I said, it's part of our protocol. He says he doesn't have any tobacco.
The drummers huddle amongst themselves, and one of them points to Todd's chest.
What?
I think they want your neck candy.
My turquoise? No way, I got this in a pawn shop in Kingston. Guy said it came all the way from New Mexico. It's the real deal.
So are the songs, T-Bone. Now run it.
All right.
Todd removes the turquoise from his neck and hands it to the drummer. He moves around the drum to the fold-up chair. The drummers fire up a song and Todd joins in, completely off-key, off-beat, and annoyingly loud. The drummers stop.
What now?
One drummer points to a place outside the circle where they want Todd to go. Todd reluctantly steps away from the drum and stands outside the circle. The drummer pushes his hand in the air for Todd to move further away. Todd moves further away. The drummer does it again. Again, Todd moves further away.
Okay, I think that's far enough now, don't you think?
The drummers fire up a song and Todd improvises along, sounding terrible, but giving it all he's got. The hype man starts dancing again. He dances toward Todd.
Okay, now do both. Follow me.
The ref is seated in their high ref's chair, poised with a writing pad and a pen. They are wearing eyeglasses and looking like a therapist. Two members of the chorus emerge from either side of the stage, rolling in bar carts covered in white clothing containing a variety of items. The chorus members are wearing white pinafores with star symbols on the front. This is Jill's healing therapy memory regression session. This is a zero-gravity chair set up to face the audience. Once the stage is set, Jill enters, wearing the ribbon skirt she claimed in the last round.
Welcome back, Jill. Are you ready to begin your memory session? No, don't give up. You're so close. Will you trust me? Let's begin.
A member of the chorus approaches Jill, fits a GoPro camera on her forehead. The feed is attached to the screen, so immediately you see a reflective feed of the audience viewing the session. Jill lays down on the lounger and closes her eyes. The screen shows slow-moving layers of soft colors. Chorus 1 and 2 begin to gently rock Jill, the lounger.
Memories.
Memories.
Remember.
Reminding.
Remind.
Remember.
Deep dive descent.
Diving deep.
Dive.
Back to
To.
self.
So.
Projection of baby Jill in a blanket hammock at home with her parents. Happy family, small dwelling, on rest.
Witness.
You witness.
We
We
witness.
witness.
Happiness.
Happiness.
Family.
Simple.
Simple.
Happiness.
Projection of Jill's black and brown aunties staring lovingly at her.
Innocence.
Simple innocence.
Inside the
Fold.
folding.
Held.
Fold.
Projection of storm clouds moving.
In.
Interruption.
Interruption. Innocence.
Innocence.
Interpretation.
Interruption.
Projection of white woman removing Jill from her family.
Out.
Out.
Outrageous.
Interruption.
Disruption.
Outrageous.
Outrageous.
Projection of storm clouds opening up, releasing a downpour of rain, tears, lightning, thunder, chaos. Chorus 1 and 2 begin to spin and spin, stopping to find their footing, then continue to spin again, stop and fall to the ground, unable to stand. Blank projection, only the sound of crying, wailing, sobbing. Lights down, abrupt ending. Crying stops abruptly, but with an echo.
The Children's Aid Society can show up at your home, unannounced. They receive information, true or otherwise, of suspected abuse or neglect or insufficient childcare. With the arrival of non-Indigenous settlers came a series of colonial policies and practices that disrupted traditional systems of care and resulted in systematic racism, exclusion, and marginalization for Indigenous communities in Canada. Since colonization, Canadian and provincial and territorial policies and practices have directly mandated the removal of hundreds of thousands of original children from their families and communities by the residential school and child welfare systems. They have also contributed to the development of structural conditions which perpetuate the over-representation of Indigenous children in the child welfare system and in out-of-home care. Are you ready to go on? Give her the packet of photos now.
Through the GoPro, the audience is able to see in real time as Jill the different photos and the various family members on them. We realize with Jill that we are looking at the family she was torn away from.
So, you see, Jill, you were taken from your family. You were very much loved, but your parents were not equipped back then to fight a system that was designed for them to lose. Would you like to see more? Let's visit a time when you're in your new home, Jill, with the family you grew up with.
Chorus members assume the roles of Jill as a child and the foster mother. Jill goes to the mother, open arms, wanting affection. The mother turns her away, gestures for her to keep working. Jill is crying. She is lonely. The mother spanks Jill and shakes her to make her stop. Now the chorus reenacts when Jill was taken away. The mother is wearing the same something as the woman who ripped Jill away as a baby. The chorus member takes off her pinafore and wraps it in her arms as a baby in a blanket. The mother snatches away the blanket. Alarms begin to sound like child abduction alerts. The sound of a heart monitor quickening. Jill realizes the woman who she grew up with is the woman who stole her away from her family. This is cognitive chaos.
Jill falls back into a calm, coma-like state. The ref steps down from their seat to stand over Jill and observe an observation. Jill's camera shows the ref's face, looking down at her as she slowly gains consciousness. On the screen, we see the oversized face of the ref looking down at Jill. The ref speaks.
Welcome back. That was hard work and a huge shock, I know, but you did great. Nothing more is blocked.
The chorus helps stand Jill up, and the reflection of the audience looking back at her is projected back up on the screen for a few beats.
These are for you.
The ref hands Jill the highly coveted moccasins. Jill receives them graciously. We see the camera transmission of the moccasins on the screen as Jill examines them in wonder and delight.
They belong to your great-great-great-grandmother, Elsie Barris.
That's her name. That's my family name.
That's one of them, yes. The journey back to yourself is going to be difficult, but not impossible. There's been so much disruption, so much colonial interference, which makes it really difficult to find your true families and your true names. Land, dispossession, displacement of the people, of course, the cursed federally sanctioned child abduction through residential schools. How are you feeling now, Jill?
I feel like I have roots shooting out from the bottom of my feet, and they're going deep, deep into the ground. And I'm really fucking pissed off.
The chorus wraps Jill in an Indian blanket while some transitionary music plays. The chorus removes the GoPro camera from Jill's head. The ref instructs them to take care of her.
See, she gets lots of rest. She's got a lifetime of grief to process and still a long way to recover her true self. Stop interfering unnecessarily. That's all. Anyway, here's another word from her fucking sponsor.
Boo-hoo, Bobato, what's it called consulting, can connect you with panels of project and funding reviewers who are very agreeable and very eager to help you meet your cultural incentive goals.
We cater to businesses, institutions, and arts councils who are legally bound to fill specific quotas and quantums with culturally diverse individuals to keep those targeted funds coming in and to reap the rewards of BIPOC hiring policy revenues.
At Bobato, we believe you don't have to be Black or Native to know what's best to serve those communities. But we do have binders full of people who can help you tick those cultural compliance boxes and keep your administration running the way you like it to be run.
Call Minnie Ganache Consulting today, and we'll put a crack team of willing accredited expert panelists together for you by the end of the day, made up of amateur actors who know how to take direction, malleable armchair politicians, and retired university faculty with a lot of flexibility and a lot of time on their hands.
It doesn't cost anything to call, but it will cost you not to call. Think about it. Protecting your business from overzealous political correctness is our business.
Act 3.
Gather around, everyone! We've got an announcement to make. Todd, your DNA test results came back in!
What? Really? Hey, give it here. We can confirm your heritage derives from the following races and in the following percentages. 30% Welsh-Irish, 28% Dutch, 25% Finnish, 15% French, Native, North American, and 2% African.
Well, what do you know? 15% French, Native, North American. You'll have to do the work to find your starting, Todd, but it's a claim. It's a claim. Congratulations.
Yeah, I know, but 2% African? I actually just saw a job posting for a black professor at a really prestigious school. I knew I felt a connection to the BLM movement. I'm gonna find the next rally.
Todd, that 15% Métis connection could be a small riverway back to your real heritage. Don't you want to follow that lineage? You could really be part of our circle then.
But African is so cool. It's so I mean. I can just switch courses from Native Studies to African Studies, and I've got the paper to prove I have the right here. Oh, proof is in the DNA. This will get me tenure for sure.
Well, at least you won't be a nuisance to the Native communities anymore. but Todd, those nations and people that you're actually connected to, there's a lot of really cool culture there too. You should look into them. In the meantime, I think I better shout out to the black community just to give them a heads up. Incoming!
Todd and the ref leave the stage. The chorus begin to leave the stage together too. Jill jumps out in front of them with excited energy. The chorus stops in their tracks to acknowledge Jill. Jill pulls out her drumstick from her back pocket. She begins to mime drum in the air. Can I? The chorus, understanding what she's asking, look to each other, conferring in silence, and nod their heads in agreement. Jill smiles and is pleased. Chorus leader slowly holds out their hand, waiting for the protocol. Jill reaches back to shake hands, not understanding. Chorus leader takes their hand away and shakes their head. Jill offers her drumstick. All chorus members draw closer and collectively shake their heads. Jill clues in. Oh! She reaches into her front pocket and pulls out a red bundle of tobacco. The chorus leader accepts it and makes the sign that their protocol is complete. The chorus leaves the stage. Jill waves to them and shouts, "See you at practice!"
Wow. What now? My home, my people, my life, returning home. I am the dream of my people. I am here. We are all still here. I am returning. I have returned. I am returning. I have returned.
The hype man returns. The music fades up. The chorus returns with hand drums. Everyone is dancing and drumming. The ref returns and takes their seat in the ref's chair. They watch as everyone is in celebration of culture claimed. The ref is pleased. The music stops. The formation shows the ref upstairs stage, 2 chorus members on either side of Jill, who is center stage, and the hype man, who completed his dance and is on one knee facing the audience. The lights go down completely. The entire cast exit the stage. A movie begins to play on the screen. There are scenes of Jill returning home. B-roll of a northern native community, images of a family gathering, including Jill meeting everybody and hugging everyone, an image of Jill standing with her 3 boy cousins as adults now, and a picture of Jill posing with both her parents outside the family home where she didn't get to grow up. She is beaming, posed in between 2 gray-haired parents, holding a righteous fist in the air. The end.